Hi, I'm Jessica and I'm currently a second-year natural sciences student at UCL, and I'm majoring in molecular and cell biology and maths and stats. And I'm volunteering for British Brain Bee as well, and I participated in International Brain Bee in 2014.
My name is Andra and I'm also a second-year natural sciences student at UCL, where I'm specializing in organic chemistry and pharmacology. I participated in Brain Bee in 2015 in Australia, and now I'm volunteering to organize Brain Bee in the UK.
My biology teachers in my high school told me about this, and then I was just like, I'm really interested, and then yeah, I just gave it a go. When I was in high school, I read a book called We Are Our Brains. It's written by a Dutch neurobiologist and psychologist. And from that book, I realized that many aspects of personalities and behavior can be attributed to the mechanisms that take place in our brain. And I was really surprised by that. I'm kind of skeptical about it as well. And so I went on to study more. But the more I know about the brain, the more I found out there are a lot of intricate mechanisms and little molecules that are doing the work for us. Yes, and this is also why I'm specializing right now, cell and molecular biology.
I can't say I was always interested in neuroscience and psychology. I was more interested in physics and chemistry. But when my new biology teacher recommended me the Brain Bee competition, I started reading books, and my first book was Brain Facts, of course. And I was surprised how multidisciplinary neurosciences are, and the fact that I could apply my chemistry knowledge in understanding neuropharmacology and physics knowledge to understand neurophysiology.
How has competing in the Brain Bee competition helped you? What did you get from it?
Well, I think it certainly pushed me to study a lot about physiology, anatomy and psychiatry, and all the medicine-related stuff. And I found it prepares me really well for the studies that follows up, even up till now. Yeah, and yeah, basically it.
Did it help you to get into the university? Did it help you get into the university?
Yeah, I think a little bit, because I've got a better basis of biology than everybody else, and I think it's also helped me decide what course I want to do, because from this competition I realized that I'm more into the theoretical side of biology. Yeah, so that's why I didn't choose medicine or anything like that.
Exactly. Brain Bee opened a new world for me. Because I had the opportunity to meet researchers, to be trained by researchers, and also to participate in international conference. And from that I learned what research is like and what a career as a scientist is like. And I think it gave me a real boost of confidence, because before I was reluctant to study science abroad. And also it was a good opportunity to meet bright students with whom I'm still in contact.
What was the hardest part about the competition?
Well, to me, I think it was histology. Histology is just looking at microscopic pictures of cells and tissues, and I didn't come across it before I know about the competition, and I actually studied for it, for the competition. So I think I didn't prepare myself really well for that part, and I found it quite challenging.
What about you, Andra?
In terms of scientific content, I think the patient diagnosis was the hardest part, because it really tested all critical thinking. It was not just about learning some disorder and then diagnosing it. We also had to predict some symptoms and to correlate structure with function. But for me, I guess the hardest part was the live question and answer, because I'm very anxious when I have to perform in front of a large audience.
Okay, amazing. So what was the best part about the competition?
like of course like making new friends because like they're the people that are also like interested in neuroscience just like I did, and like I mean you guys may end up like doing the same like similar degrees like me and Andra. Yeah, exactly, and it's really good like to know what they're doing, and you can get a lot of good advice for a lot of stuff like where to get internships, like where to like which is a good resource to study, or like even where to eat in Australia and random stuff like that. Yeah, I'm still really good friends with a few of them.
I also enjoy the social aspect of the competition, and I think one of the most memorable moments was a trip to the Great Barrier Reef where we did scuba diving. It was an amazing experience. We had lots of moments together, and I think we made a lot of friends.
What would you tell to other school children to compete in the Brain Bee? What advice would you give them? Why should they participate in the Brain Bee?
Don't be intimidated. I mean, it sounds like really tough, and there seems to be a lot of things to study, but if you're interested in it, you have the motivation like to learn about it, and you find it really interesting. And there are a lot of resources to help as well, and like you can go to YouTube, or like there are a lot of websites that are really helpful.
Do you think the Brain Bee is just about neurosciences?
I don't think it's only about science and research. Brain Bee can help you in choosing your future career, not just as a scientist, probably as a practicing neurologist, or maybe computer scientist if you're interested in artificial intelligence, or probably biomedical engineer if you want to create new imaging technologies. It opens a lot of opportunities for you.
So what advice would you give to someone who is interested in participating in the Brain Bee? What do they have to do to win?
Study hard. Yeah, I think this is the hardest. Actually, it's the hardest part of the brain. You have to study hard, but if you find it's very interesting, and you'll enjoy the process a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So, what do you want to do after university?
I'm not exactly sure yet, but I think I'm going to do a postgrad degree because I'm still really interested in biology, and I want to know more about like biology. But currently, I've not decided on like which program I want to do, but because I love maths and stats as well, so I'm thinking about like computational biology or computational neuroscience. Yeah.
I think I would like to combine medicine and research in the future. I enjoy research, but I would like to understand more the application of it. So I'm intending to apply for medicine and prescribed medicine.
Well, from your experience in the Brain Bee, can you share anything?
I think after we finished the exams, we had a pool party at our hotel, and we swam with our clothes on. We made a lot of noise, and it was amazing.
Well, to me, because my competition was in Washington, so it's probably not as interesting as Australia. Sorry, Americans. But I remember we had a talk after the competition, and then there was this researcher, doctor, I forgot, he took out this heart and then asked us whose brain is this, and then everybody was like, what? Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, guys.